Well, hidey-ho, neighborinos. So today, we're going to be playing Star Fox 2 on the Super Nintendo Classic. Of course, preface here, I have never played this. Last week you saw my review of Star Fox and some playing of that. This is an unreleased game from 95, 96 that was then put out in the public, completed, finished in 2017. Though it was ready to go back in the day, they just thought that this was something that didn't measure up to, say, the PlayStation. And I guess I'm going in this blind, so, yeah. First impressions, and then review. I'm probably going to get murdered off in quick succession here. And then at the end of the video, sometime maybe in a few days, I'm going to try to complete the game, come back, and do some little voiceover and tell you what I think of it. Of course, the ever-popular no-textured polygons of Star Fox. Looks like we have a freaking dragon in space here, taking out the R-Wings. Alright. Yeah, the Star Fox crew. People don't seem to realize it's Star Fox, the name of the team. Fox McCloud is the fox in charge. Or is he? It says 1996 here. Got some different faces. Let's see, what do we want to do here? Record or record? Oh, is there a save feature? Alright, we're experts are grayed out. Great. So I'm probably not going to play through this on expert. I like to play through on the hardest available difficulty, so let's go with hard. I have returned. I shall make the inhabitants of Corinne. You shall fear my vengeance. I will demonstrate the awesome power of the Lilat. Keep in mind, in the UK, this is called the Lilat Wars. Or Star Fox was called the Lilat Wars. Or was this? I think they called Star Fox 2 Star Fox. Oh shit, I've scrolled through stuff. Sworn enemy Andross is live. Even as we speak, he's launching an assault on Corneria. The battle carriers and attack forces of Andross are now advancing on Corneria. Okay, so my understanding is that this takes some real-time strategy elements into play here. Let's go with the ever-popular Fox. Man, he looks a lot older than these two young kids over here. So he gets an R-Wing, and some of these other people have other shit. Okay, so is that Peppy has something else? Peppy and Slippy? Falco, we got the R-Wings, alright. Oh, I've got a helper pilot? Yeah, let's go with Falco. The sound effects sound similar to Star Fox so far. Oh man. I'm gonna have to get my vision checked after this. Okay, so I can kind of determine where I want to go. This is our satellite defense platform. It protects Corneria. So he's going to give me some information. Fortuna. You must infiltrate the enemy base. Fly into the battle carrier and destroy its energy core. Okay. Probably biting off more than I can chew. There's freaking missiles coming. See that? There were some missiles. Oh, Jesus. Can I get out of this view? Shit. Did they change the controls here? Oh, come on. I don't think this is inverted, whereas the other one's inverted by default. Or is it? Target. How do I reach? Boosters are Y. Oh. I didn't even know what I was pressing. And it says I did something cool. Let's head over to the carrier. Which I thought I was there. So I guess I got intercepted on the way to the carrier. Okay, what's even going on? Wouldn't some text was pop? Why am I in this view? Shit. God damn it. Oh. Okay, it says target. Oh, Jesus. I can't get away from that. Okay, these clouds kind of look like the face of that cat in Alice in Wonderland. Jesus Christ. Okay. Whoa. I think I need to avoid those bottles. Thrust. Okay. Thrusters are something. I hit thrusters. Okay, so we have a cutscene. An animated cutscene in a Super Nintendo game. Okay, I could have sworn that Y was shoot on Star Fox. Oh, Jesus, what was that? Was that a power-up? Oh, Jesus, guys, this is some hairy shit in here. I think this might... My understanding of it is that you can transform the R-Wing into some other shit for interior stuff. Hopefully it makes me what am I doing? Yeah. I didn't crash. What's this? Press select if you want to transform. I'm pressing select. Okay, a coin. Okay, we've got a side. Can I turn? Okay, good. We can use the shoulder buttons to turn around here. Jesus. Falco, you could have told me that a little sooner. Right, there's a map in the corner. Man, this is some really advanced shit going on in this game. Like, this is more reminiscent of a modern game. Look, I mean, there's a map. Actually, I have some interesting control. Okay, so you take out all the guys and you get to advance, alright? Let's grab this jelly. Maybe that was a bomb that I can use later. Alright, this is kind of cool. Do I shoot that or just approach? Oh, Jesus. Whoa. Whoa. Oh yeah, we're gonna bring in some retro circle strafe shit right here, baby. That's pretty freaking easy, actually. Do I go to another planet? Well, do you want me to go to, like, a planet? See how that goes? It was big, but it wasn't too much for... Slow your roll, man. It's not that easy to read that text. Oh, there's a conflict over here. Meteor. Conflict at Fortune. There's a missile coming. I think we need to take that missile out. Oh, Jesus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, no. Okay, do I go after the missile? I kind of like that. There's not... I mean, I played like a couple of World War II games that had like this Navy offshore bombardment Pacific War type thing going on. WW2 stuff. That were real-time strat games. I can't recall the name of them, but, you know, my dad would pick them up when he went to Blockbuster by himself. It's like, hey, you get a game? Yep, I did. It's naval war stuff. I'm like, oh... But you know what? They had some redeeming features to them. They probably took too long to really sit down and play correctly. Okay, so we're going to look at the map here for the red dot. There we go. Did I get the... I guess that was the missile. Couldn't tell if it was a missile or an enemy ship. Thanks, Star Fox. 2. Okay, we're gonna try to wrap things up over here at Fortuna. Must infiltrate the enemy base. Something. Sure, I agree. Leon, the Star Fox. Give me a second to recap, and Wolf has ordered me to crush you. You know, if you're not going to say this stuff out loud, give me some time to look at it. It's little things that really make you miss modern gaming in some way here. Like, having to actually read all the text while doing other shit is a little tough. God, whoa. Okay, let's try to get that target. Oh man, these guys are badasses. Or my controls are trash. Do a barrel roll. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, let's shake and bake. I'd like to get to a different view, honestly. Okay, so we're taking out Leon, I guess. And he took me out. That's really what happened. Game over. Jesus, that's savage. 1 life to live. Continue as Wingman? Is that Falco? I mean, I guess I could keep Falco on board, or is it... I mean, would that mean I get to switch someone out? Or am I just Falco? I guess I'm Falco now. Leon of the shit. I mean, I remember there being a Star Wolf-like thing in Star Fox 64. I guess that faction stuff's introduced here. Okay. Leon, you're... If I could see what was happening... this would be more doable. I'm having a really tough time understanding what I'm looking at. Need to get on his tail. Okay, I remember there being like a brake button, but I'm afraid I'm gonna launch a bomb. Screw it. Kevin Wolf, I'm gonna have to deal with you. Yeah, screw it, threw a bomb at him. So I get to go to the planet? You must infiltrate the base. Gotcha. Switch. Target 3. 3 targets. Wow. Is that the... No. Good luck. Oh, what is going on here? What are we doing? 2 frames per second? Oh, am I... It said target, infiltrate the base. I think something's shooting the water. Do I go inside? Do I shoot this? Maybe I need to take something out first. Oh. I feel like I'm getting sucked through a vacuum cleaner. Like, this doesn't feel like I'm flying. It feels like I'm getting pulled backwards. So wait a sec. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit select when I get over it. And that's gonna be my plane to infiltrate. Oh, no. Not what I wanted. Oh, Jesus. That can't be good. Okay, there we go. Alright, baby. Line up. Hey, well... How far away is this thing? Oh, no. No. Well, at least it's not instant death in the ocean. I think I remember there being a water planet at Star Fox. Oh, is that fish or bombs? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Okay, we gotta get the other one changed. Okay, am I above it? Here we go. I almost feel like this is Captain Skyhawk and I have to dock in space. You guys remember that? That was a kind of cool game. It was from Rare. Had the same guy who did the music in that did the Donkey Kong Country music. Alright, now I guess I gotta go in the water. So we're just gonna jump off. Try to look for... This is really so wildly imaginative. It's like in Days of Thunder. Well, he's out driving the car. You know, this is concepts outplaying the system. Do I have a way to jump? Ah, oh, okay, here we go. How many polygons is this pushing? Like 10? Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to shoot. Watch out for the Fruit Loops. This is borderline unplayable. I don't think I pushed the nuke button. Do I want to grab that? Okay, looks like we're coming apart a little here. There's got to be some kind of power-up somewhere. Assuming I needed to shoot that. Okay, what's this red dot in the corner? Jesus. Luckily he's as bad of a shot as I am. Tell me that's it. Oh no. Oh, whoa. Oh, I remember that sound. Oh. Well, at least it flies me out automatically, because I would have crashed that bitch. Clear time. Yeah, everything is... There's a lot of blowing shit up in Star Fox. Like... cities are constantly getting nuked. Okay, so that was my first impression of Star Fox 2. I'm going to play forward and give a little commentary to wrap up a review. Shortly after turning off the camera, my wingman was taken out, resulting in a game over. So it turns out that your wingman doesn't help you at any point during any of the battles. It's just the character you're going to continue as should you screw up. I then immediately restarted the hard campaign, and I quickly changed the controls so I could see my ship in outer space, and aggressively attacked bases, ships, and conflicts on planets while letting the missiles hit Corneria. I figure, hey, I can't be everywhere at once, you guys are going to have to fend for yourselves. Well, eventually Corneria got up to 90% damage. I figured it couldn't take any more missiles, so I played defensively, slowly wearing down the forces of Andross to the point that he gave up. In a desperate plea, Andross sends the leader of the Starwolf unit after me, who I quickly dispatched the same way I did the rest of his cohorts, with a bomb. Then your carrier takes you to Andross's base on Venom, without repairing your ship. This is by far the biggest area in the game, but still all too brief, and that sums up this game. For the most part, the RTS encounters are over in seconds, maybe even less than 1 second in some cases. As these dungeon crawls go, there's nothing much to it. If you have any circle strafe abilities whatsoever, you're going to totally own this. Boss encounters are unimaginative, lackadaisical, not difficult. I mean, I wonder if I played this on normal, would it just be an absolute cakewalk? It took me under an hour and a half to complete the game my second time, so total time spent under 2 hours, and I've essentially mastered Star Fox 2. There's just not enough here. Yes, this was from a time when games could be 2 hours to completion, when you didn't have a way to save. Here it mentions there's some way to save, or at least there's that icon, but I don't actually see any way to go about it. I guess they're assuming you can save because it's built in, or rather made for, the Super Nintendo Classic Mini. I've got to wonder though, is there really enough here to consider this a release? Doesn't this game seem unfinished to you? Planets are sparsely populated. Maybe as little or as many as a handful of enemies before you open up the dungeon. And I didn't even find much inside of there. I took on more enemies in those 2 levels I played for you in the original Star Fox than I did in the entire Star Fox 2. And hell, look at the endgame boss. What am I shooting at? Okay, I get that here's a face, but then did he turn into his big monkey form? Why is his face missing? I actually revisited this and still couldn't get the textures to pop up to indicate that this was supposed to be a face. I'm just like, okay, I'm assuming that's an eye, and this is very similar to the Star Fox 64 in-game boss, and so using that for a reference point, just shoot him in the eye. Hell, I can't even figure out why I didn't unlock the expert mode, because, did I not score high enough? Corneria take a little too much damage for your liking? Do I have to play all defense until Andros just throws in the towel? Oh, I'm sorry, Fox McCloud's R-Wing went down because the carrier won't repair it between battles. And in case you didn't notice, this game is very lacking in the music. I didn't come across anything I want to jam to later. But I did hear a lot of voice sampling in the in-game cinematic. However, there's a bit of conflict there. How come I'm having a hard time reading this stuff during the middle of a dogfight when, you could go ahead and make the characters talk when I had time to read it? I don't know of any other game that really splits it up like that. Are these graphics any better than the original Star Fox? I kind of thought that looked a little more polished. Yeah, sure, it was some kind of hybrid rail shooter. It may be lacking in depth, but it looked like it was a finished game. Some of the things going on here are really quite mind-blowing for a 16-bit era console, or 32-bit for that matter. You know, going around unlocking these objectives in a 3D environment to go inside a base sounds to me like something out of an Xbox title. So do I award Star Fox 2 for being innovative? It's hard to say. Is a game innovative if it never comes out? Or if it comes out 20 years after that innovation? I suppose you can get some excitement or sense of wonder out of playing this for that hour and a half to 2 hours, but single-player game, not great visuals, not enticing story or music or anything to really hark back at. You can't really see any reason to keep playing this one. What we're looking at here is a game that bit off more than it can chew. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System was not designed to have 3D polygon gameplay, open worlds full of exploration, or even that great of audio. Now just imagine if the Sony Nintendo PlayStation came out. This would have been one of those games. Imagine Star Fox 2 with bigger areas to explore, populated with a wide variety of enemies and Red Book quality audio. All of this could have been possible with the storage space of a CD, but nope, we're on a Super Nintendo's cartridge, most of which, and these games are topping out at like, what, maybe a megabyte? I mean, back then they call it megabits. Try to kick that, oh hey, 40 megabit game. Made it sound big, but that's nothing compared to what contemporary CD-ROMs could have done at about 700 megabytes. Star Fox 2 is a single-player game, feels like a prototype. Honestly, I'll give it some credit for diversity in gameplay and how it seems to offer a different experience every time you load it up, because hey, there's some worlds I never even had to go battle at. But even then, there's not a lot of replay value, guys. The controls, visuals, and sounds are not doing it any favors. I give Star Fox 2 a 7.5 out of 10.